What up, NFL fans? Welcome to Week 12.
Can't believe we're already here, but guess what? This week we got a ton of games indoors, so we're going to focus on 3 games to give you your weather, stats, and fun facts.
And we got an NFL Hall of Famer dropping by to give us some advice on how to handle these conditions.
All right, so let's get right to it. We've got the Steelers in Cincinnati taking on the Bengals. We got some low pressure moving through the area, which means we're definitely going to have rain in this game, especially in the second half.
Yo, and speaking of rain, Hall of Famer Warren Moon dropped us some knowledge on how he dealt with throwing the wet ball in these rainy conditions.
What up, Warren?
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Raj. This is your old pal, Warren Moon. How you doing, my man? I guess we're talking about wet footballs today. And if you know about Seattle, we get some rain up here, especially in the fall and winter. And I had to learn how to throw a wet ball very quickly coming from Los Angeles. So the thing I learned very quickly is you can't grip the ball the way you normally grip the ball when it's a dry football. You can't grip it as hard, because if you grip it as hard as you normally do, that ball's going to slip out of your hand when you try and throw it with some velocity on it or whatever. It's just going to wobble all over the place.
Good stuff. Appreciate you, Warren.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, wet ball does affect the quarterbacks, and that's what we get to the Steelers and the Bengals with Jake Browning and Kenny Pickett throwing the ball.
Who's Browning?
Well, Joe Burrow's out for the year, so Browning's your quarterback, Bengals fans. All right, and the Steelers are favored by 2.5, but the key number here is 38. That's the over-under, and I'm taking the under. With these two quarterbacks and what you heard Warren Moon say with the rainy conditions, take the under.
I guess I'm not taking Chase.
Hey, let's go to the city of brotherly love.
That's right, we got the Bills playing the Eagles.
Tush push.
So as the afternoon goes on, we're going to see more chance for rain. So you see the green color, that means rain's coming, but I say later in the second half, maybe even close to the fourth quarter.
Hey, and the Eagles are 3-point favorites in this game, and while they've been flying high, we know the Bills have been struggling. But the Bills haven't been underdogs of at least 3 points since Week 14 of 2021.
Whoa.
That's 31 straight games if my math is correct. And do you hear that, though?
What?
Do you hear that?
What's that?
Yeah, that's right. That's the cover trade coming. I think the Bills are going to cover those 3 points and maybe make the Eagle fans a little nervous.
All right, and finally, let's go to the Mile High City because the Browns are in town taking on the Broncos. It's going to be sunny skies, but let me tell you, it's going to be cold. We're talking temps in the low 30s or high 20s.
Hey, and the Broncos are actually favorites in this one by 1.5 points.
They're favored against the Browns?
They are actually favorites, but Russell Wilson is 1-10 against the spread as a favorite as a member of the Broncos.
Yikes. Are you going to take Javonte Williams? That's your guy.
Not in this one. The Cleveland Browns have a stout run defense, so I'm going to stay away from this one all the way around. And did you know the cheeseburger was invented in Denver?
Cheeseburgers just ain't the same since I don't eat dairy anymore. All right, before we wrap, what's your fantasy tip of the week?
You know, I like Kyler Murray versus the Rams this week. Even if he doesn't tear it up in the air, his threat to run the ball definitely gets you some fantasy points when you need them. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Don't forget to get your fantasy lineups in and hit us up with any questions or comments.
Yeah, we want to know who you're picking in fantasy, and I just got to say, I love Thanksgiving. You're my turkey baby. It was your birthday, but man, we got a lot of DraftKings this week.